But guys, I was reading my fortune cookie and it said, what am I reading wrong? You are always entertaining and delightful. I am not kidding. It literally says that. Okay, I don't know if you guys can read it, but I was just like, this fortune cookie really knows how to give a compliment. Okay. Anyways, what is up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can see from the thumbnail, yes, I am an Amazon freelancer now, and I'm going to be talking about that in this video today. So I'll be talking about like how I got into this, what company I'm working for, and what I'm currently doing now, and if I'm still working on my Amazon business. All right, so just a little disclaimer, I have never really thought about freelancing before. I never really planned to be a freelancer. This opportunity kind of just came across my path and I just took advantage of it. So basically what happened is I have a LinkedIn profile, and on my LinkedIn, I talk about just some Amazon skills that I have, and I just put it on my LinkedIn. And some recruiter from this company called Freeup actually noticed that on my profile, and she had actually messaged me talking about, you know, hey, like our company recruits freelancers. We are always looking for more Amazon freelancers that are, you know, do Amazon SEO, Amazon listing optimization. And I was like, oh, cool. Like I do that stuff. I apply that stuff to my business all the time, so I'm pretty good at it. And she's like, okay, great. Let's set up an interview and let's go from there. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, I'm interested in hearing more. And, you know, I didn't really go into the interview with any expectations. It was kind of just more for me to like get an understanding as to what the company does, and, you know, kind of just, you know, figuring out what the position would entail. And so the interview was really smooth. It was pretty easy. I ended up getting onboarded on the spot, so that was really interesting. And then yeah, so basically Freeup is a company that recruits freelancers from, you know, mostly the e-commerce space, but they're always looking for freelancers in regards to, you know, Amazon, digital marketing, e-commerce, specializations in Shopify, Walmart. So, you know, they're also looking for people who have copywriting skills, book writing skills, and, you know, it's really diverse. So that's really interesting, and I thought that was really cool. And so I got onboarded, I got invited to the Slack channel, and then I got invited to, you know, make a Freeup profile. Basically that profile is for you to, you know, demonstrate your skills and, you know, tell clients what your specialization is. It's kind of like, you know, a resume but in profile version, you know, and you put a picture up as well. So I did all of that, and then I decided, okay, now it's time to look for my first client. So what I put on my profile is that I, you know, specialize in Amazon SEO, listing optimization, keyword research, and whatnot. So that was going to be my specialization because that's things that I've done personally for my own business, and that's things, and those are things that I'm constantly always learning about because, you know, I want to, you know, really get good at optimization because that's a super important part of your listing. That's how you're going to drive traffic and increase your conversion. So that's what I was going to focus on. And actually, this is really funny. On the first day, I actually found the most perfect client for me that aligned with what I do. And so basically, Freeup gives you the option to, you know, also apply to jobs that you see on the job board, but they can also match you with clients that they deem as a good fit. So I didn't wait for Freeup to match me up with any clients. I just personally went on the job board and decided to find any clients that, you know, were aligned with what I do. And so I found a client that wanted to find someone that was really good at Amazon listing optimization, and I was like, okay, perfect. I'm gonna reach out to this client and see if they're interested in hiring me. So prior to, you know, getting in contact with a client, you send a request to Freeup that you wanna, you know, why you have the skills for this job and why they should get you in contact with the client. They're just gonna pre-vet you, making sure you have the necessary skills, and that's why your profile is super important, because they're gonna double check your profile to see if you have the skills for this job. They want to send the, you know, right freelancers to the client because their whole website and their whole purpose is to provide the best freelancers for a particular job or task. They're known to, you know, vet out the most 1% top applicants in regards to a certain job posting that a client is looking for. That's why Freeup is kind of appealing to clients, because they're trying to get the best freelancer. And so That's what they do. They just double check if they have your skills, and if they think that, you know, the client would be interested in you, then they send your profile to the client, and you get the client's contact information. So when I applied to that client, and when I was messaging the client, I was like, hey, I have these skills. If you're interested in, you know, wanting to learn more about me, we can go ahead and set up an interview. And the client was very much interested in setting up an interview. And yeah, and so I now work with this client. This client was my first client, and right now I'm just working with one client because this client keeps me pretty busy with many projects going on, which I'm not complaining about. I love, you know, being busy, and, you know, I'm always like working and whatnot. It keeps me occupied, but also I like the fact that there's so much flexibility in being a freelancer because you can work at any time and really just work at your own pace. And that's what the most appealing part about this position is, the fact that there's so much flexibility. You know, obviously I still have to have a good work ethic and, you know, submit my projects and, you know, whatnot at the deadline. You know, that's obviously, you know, you have to have strong work ethic and really be really disciplined to really complete your projects in time, you know, to when your clients want this, you know, wants this completed by. So that is no problem for me. I am really good at, you know, reaching deadlines and, you know, communicating and, you know, being on top of my work. But I also love the fact that, you know, there's that flexibility of me getting to also work on my own business, but also, you know, getting the opportunity to work for someone else and, you know, get compensated for that as well, because these are skills that I have, and, you know, getting to help someone else and getting compensated for it is such a great feeling as well. I've never been a fan of working a 9 to 5. I'm not, you know, a huge, you know, corporate person. I personally don't like to work for another company. I'm just someone who likes to have my own freedom, kind of likes to work at her own schedule. And it's the reason why I'm so happy I found this opportunity, is because I am now able to, you know, stray away from the 9 to 5 path and kind of just do something that's more aligned with what I'm doing. I like the fact that I can continue to grow my knowledge about Amazon, apply what I've learned to, you know, to my clients and help them grow and upscale their business and whatnot. And the most amazing opportunity about this is that I'm getting to work with some really big brands on Amazon. These certain brands that I'm working on, like, for their listings, they're generating already like pretty good sales, but their listings are just not optimized. They don't have like certain keywords that they could, you know, input into their backends or into, you know, their bullet points. And, you know, I'm just doing the copywriting and whatnot, and it's going to be such an amazing feeling to see how much more traffic and growth they're going to be producing, even though they're already doing pretty well. It's going to be nice to see those revenue numbers grow even more, because it's such a great investment on their part to, you know, be well optimized and, you know, grow their numbers. So it's really exciting to, you know, do this kind of stuff. It's crazy how this opportunity came onto my plate. But yeah, so that's basically what Freeup is. It's basically, you know, they are you know, they just onboard freelancers and help freelancers with finding jobs. And basically they just take, I think it's about 15% that they take about from your fees from when you get paid. They pay you through PayPal and whatnot. It's a really easy platform to use, and so far it's been a great experience. I'm still relatively new, so I don't have too much to say, but so far, like, with with what's been going on with Freeup, I've been on there for a couple of weeks now, and, you know, doing project related stuff with my client. It's been a really good experience so far, and I feel like the Freeup team is very supportive and really nice, and whatever, you know, whatever request you have or suggestions, they're very open to whatever you have to say to continue improving their platform and their, you know, user experience interface. So yeah, so if this is something that you're interested in, if you think you want to be, you know, some kind of freelancer in regards to, you know, Freeup, you can always go onto their website. Let's pull up their website right now, actually. Okay, welcome back everybody. So this is basically the Freeup website. As I have mentioned, I did not have to go through this process, as someone had reached out to me on LinkedIn and I was able to set up an interview through LinkedIn. But if you know, if you're, you know, if you don't have a LinkedIn or someone hasn't reached out to you, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Go ahead and go on the Freeup website, and, you know, there's two options: start hiring. This is for people who are looking for the freelancer, or you can work as a freelancer. So yeah, you would just click on work as a freelancer, and then you go ahead and do the application process. You can apply through LinkedIn, apply with your Indeed resume, or apply to position. So yeah, there's a bunch of opportunities that Freeup has, and they're always looking for, you know, great people. And if you think you have the necessary skills, it doesn't even necessarily have to be Amazon. If you feel like you have strong copywriting skills, strong SEO skills, strong digital marketing skills, or whatnot, there's you know, this is something that you should definitely look into. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will definitely be talking more about my, you know, experience with, you know, doing Amazon freelancing, but that's just a little update on me, and I have been very busy, so I definitely want to stay consistent with making videos and whatnot. But yeah, and in regards to my own Amazon business, I am still definitely working on my Amazon business, and, you know, just whenever I'm, you know, done doing projects with my clients, done doing a project for the day or whatnot, I'll go straight to Amazon and check on what's going on with my products and whatnot. My goal is to, you know, definitely, you know, have, you know, constantly, you know, adding new products onto Amazon and, you know, generate that passive income. But also right now, it's also, I need to, you know, be working and, you know, create money so that for future I can, you know, I have enough capital for product launches and whatnot. So yeah, so it's just, you know, I'm scaling my Amazon business while also doing freelancing on the side. I know there's probably a curious question, is how much, like, you know, you're getting, like, what's the pay rate on freelancing? It's really dependent on the client, and it's really dependent on the job request. There are some clients, you know, who are going to have low rates, but I feel like those clients are mainly looking for freelancers from the Philippines or whatnot. And then there are some clients who do have high-end rates, but they're looking for someone that's really expertise in what they're doing. So, you know, there's postings for around, you know, $7 to $15, and then there's postings for $30 to $40, and then there's postings for $65 and above. So it's really dependent on what is your expertise, what are, like, how good are at what you do, and depending on the client's budget as well. So it really ranges. You know, you can definitely be getting paid really well, and then, you know, if you're more of a beginner, then you're probably going to be, you know, getting posts with more, getting clients who are paying a little lower, which is between, you know, the $10 to $15 range. So it just depends, but, you know, there's opportunities to, you know, really get paid really well and whatnot. So yeah, so thank you guys for watching this video. I hope it was informative. I hope it was helpful. And if, you know, if you have any questions about freelancing, please leave a comment below and subscribe to my channel if you're if you're interested in Amazon FBA content or just Amazon related content in general. So yeah.